Welcome back. And we are also taking care of our security. Cybersecurity is another issue, and I think it's now being discussed all over let's say, tables of discussions who are that much interested in AI in general or in digital transformation. If you want to elaborate on that too.
Cybersecurity, it's basically how you secure your cyberspace or your digital domain. And the amount of attacks with AI empowered is huge. So because artificial intelligence will speed up any operation. So having our information in banks or even social insurance number, social security number, healthcare information, having this information in a digital way, it's always subject to attack. The only way to save it is what they did in the new capital, is they have what they call it bubble separation, which means network which has only sensitive data are separated from the internet. But having server on the internet, it can create this kind of attack. And we have been hearing so many attacks. Usually they take username, passwords, they take credit card numbers, information, which we can do it. We know in cybersecurity that 90% of this attack is basically we are the one mistaken doing it. Because we are the one who click on link which will give us a promotion or an offer, and this promotion is not true. So once you click on it, it basically get into your phone, browse through your friends. What we do it as social engineering. It will recognize your friends. It will go to your website, your Facebook, your social media. It can extract more information, and suddenly you are socially engineered in front of someone who will know all the information. So this kind of attacks are very valid, and it happens on a daily basis, on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So how to protect us is basically education, 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 and the government on its own is taking the measures. Like, for example, I know for the banking system, they have an emergency center where they basically look for security for banks all the time. There are different centers around different operational, like for Ministry of Communication, Telecommunication. And this kind of centers will basically, if there's an attack, they make countermeasure, they will solve, they will recover the system, and they will try to investigate how this attack will not happen again. But we hear lots of major companies worldwide on a daily basis having these attacks.
Well, Doctor, also we need to know more from you about the coordination between Egypt and the international collaborations in order to enhance and develop the technology sector.
The collaboration between Egypt and outside or international communities is one of the key approach, because basically we don't create all these technologies. We have some technology, we have some software, we have some strategies. If we discuss the cybersecurity, for example, majority of the attacker will come outside Egypt. So you need to have organization or laws or regulation or agreement with other countries. If someone will be found to have a cyber attack here and he's from this region, how to stop these individuals and how to get them in the law, under the law. So having collaborations, it's one of the essence of this technology. Which remember when we start with globalization, we are all in one village. I believe with the AI, we are all sitting in one couch in a room. We are not even a village. We have been learning from lots of development have been happening in the Arab region and Africa. So we get these technologies, we better develop them for the local market or localize it, and then we can evolve a better solution for our local community. So collaboration and international agreements is a must in threads and in also development, because we also don't want to develop something which have been developed elsewhere. We can easily buy it, deploy it here, and this will save us lots of time for development.
But sir, here someone can ask huge sums of money are already paid on digital or digitalization research. How any country is going that easy to give the outcomes of these research to others? So where are we when it comes to the most recent developments and technologies? Because let's confess it, There are developed countries and developing countries. There are countries who already depend on digital transformation on all their aspects of life, whether it's public or private, and others who are still walking their very first step in this regard. Where is Egypt when it comes to this?
I believe Egypt is the middle ground. So I'm aware of, with the Ministry of, Communication, as well as Ministry of Higher Education, there are some research institutes like the Electronic Research Institute. They have their own metaverse. They built different digital identity for different locations. They have their own electronics. They are looking for different initiatives. So Egypt is focused on specific projects where they can demonstrate the AI application. Remember that AI developed overseas is made by third-party companies, is made for profit, is not made by government. Even when we have a government, like any government you name, and you look deeply how this government achieves the infrastructure by having companies for profit which deploy this kind of technology. We do have lots of, we call it small project or focus projects, and some of these projects are large number of Egyptian pound and large number of dollars, and we attend on a regular basis meetings online or offline in the Ministry of Higher Education, and we have been seeing lots of, especially the Electronic Research Institute, they are doing lots of initiatives around what is the future of metaverse, so can we have a demonstration here. We have also lots of small projects for our students, and majority of these projects will be basically looking at what others are doing and try to create, I'm not saying we try to copy it, we try to create a local content version of what's happening. So when you have all of these students in AI and different schools, and each one in fourth year or graduation year they have a graduation project, you will start to see massive number of projects around here with local companies. Now, the country is making lots of initiatives where they build a startup and they would like to push the students into innovation era, into building their own products and their own solutions. So for that goal, if the students will come with new ideas, they will be able to push it as a product. So we will be able to participate as a player. And there are many startup companies that have been coming from different universities. And universities not known for historically for this kind of initiative. Universities not in the main cities of Egypt. So we have been seeing this. We have also initiatives in Egypt in digital transformation which will focus on Upper Egypt, will focus on Asyut, Aswan, and so this kind of initiatives will promote the know-how over there, and you'll be fascinated when you watch how this out of the box ideas will come and will be deployed in the local communities.
Also, sir, how has the rapid growth of the technology sector impacted the job market? In terms of creating job opportunities.
In terms of creating job opportunities, we can look at it from two different angles. First, the angle is the current jobs are not actually lost. The current jobs are transformed to use this kind of technology. It's like what you used to be in the banking teller system. Banking tellers have been put aside, and you have the ATM machine right now taking over the teller. So the bankers do not become a teller, it becomes more as a customer service for something different. So we are watching in the job market domain this kind of movement, which is similar to when you had the trains early on, and after that you have the tram, and then you have the electrical car. So where are people who are used to put to operate all the trains? Where people have been using horse, and they don't exist. They move to different area. However, with the new technology and having this artificial intelligence, the training on different data, the operations, the application, it has to be customized to every almost local community. So this creates a huge opportunity for everyone that can join. You can now be a data scientist, you can be a data engineer. There is no data entry operation anymore, but there are people who can understand prompt engineering so they can create AI application and AI tools. So there are major new jobs coming into the AI area.
Yeah. One final question, sir, regarding the obstacles on the way. All what we have said is just great, but it's not a rosy life, of course. There are things which I can consider as let's say, problems, obstacles, things which we should take care of while we are on our way? What?
One of the major obstacle in using technology is the dependency on technology. So when you depend on these technologies, and the technologies will not be available because you have problem in communication, because you have problem in power. One of the major challenges right now in front of AI companies is basically the power consumption. So we start to see large companies are trying to get contract in the USA around nuclear plants, which actually create for each an opportunity when our nuclear plant is ready to export our electricity to support this infrastructure. We also see the difficulties that we don't have the proper infrastructure, and the infrastructure of data communication will never be proper. We will always be hungry for more and more data, more and more bandwidth.
Well, Dr. Wael Badawy, member of Egyptian Research Council on Communication and Information Technology, I would like to thank you so much for joining us on Nile Cruise on Nile TV International. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to reflect on this new development.
Thank you so much, Doctor. And dear viewers, a short break, and we will be back, so stay tuned.